I don't know. I think that industrial is, you know, I guess it is kind of being led by, you know, Nine Inch Nails. I think at the same time, I think, you know, when you hear Metallica and then you listen to Pantera, they're from metal, but yet you still had those bands were big, both of them. And I think Manson, you know, was definitely, I don't even know if he was really waving the industrial flag. I think he would almost rather have the metal flag. So I think industrial's kind of turned into like, you know, there's the genre and there's the kids that are trying to have that kind of true industrial thing, and then there's the people that are just in bands. I'm in Filter, you know. Manson's Manson. Nine Inch Nails is Nine Inch Nails. U2's U2. Jane's Addiction's Jane's Addiction. Queens of the Stone Age. Foo Fighters. They're all just trying to, you know, Green Day's still punk. They're fucking punk, and you know, Blink 182's, you know, punk, pop punk kind of, you know. So there are those genre, you know, things, but I think all of us as musicians, you know, have kind of moved away from wanting to be in a genre, really. I think that that's because of the commercialization, and, you know, I honestly think that Nine Inch Nails is Nine Inch Nails. I think they're just that. I don't know if the industrial movement really exists anymore, to be honest with you. It seems like, you know, bands today are almost just like, hey, I bought a Joy Division record, let's just rehash it. I mean, I really see, like, there's almost like, when Green Day made it, it was almost like, well, dude, I heard a, you know, Sex Pistols record too, what are you doing? And it's like there's a whole crop of new kids that have never heard the Sex Pistols or might not even understand it. But Green Day comes out with this, you know, incredibly kind of accessible version of the Sex Pistols, and of course they sell 25 million records, and now they're the biggest band in the world. Well, you're going to see that with Joy Division, and you're probably going to see that with, like, industrial, because, you know, now that, you know, Land of Rape and Honey and you know, and Viva Sex 6 and especially Pretty Hate Machine are now 20 years old, you're going to start to see this kind of recycling. It's wild to actually sit back and watch all that, but I guess what my point is that since everything has now been done, kind of, I mean, literally, like, where is rock, where is, you know, pop music going? It's right now it's primarily just hip hop and R&B. So it really is. I think it's just important to just kind of, you know, grab what turns you on as a listener, and if you're in a band, just really just blow your own mind and do your own thing, because it's wild how even rock, it just all of it, whether it's, you know, whether it's Stained and Seether and I have nothing against these bands. They're friends of mine, and I like them, but they all kind of really sound similar. Puddle of Mud, they're all very similar sounding. So I think it's important to just get back to the part where we, you know, knowing that everything's been done before, but you've really got to, like, invent yourself, and you've really got to kind of, like, do something new, because I think the listeners are kind of catching on to that.